You know, they say that there aren't any dumb questions, and overall, I tend to agree with that. But there are really distracting and unhelpful questions, though. And I think in this present moment, in social discourse and social media and politics and the like, we are seeing the centering of both distracting and unhelpful questions because that allows us to shift the conversation away from what's actually going on so that we can learn and strategize how we move back and push back against the impending authoritarian state that is
Hmm.
coming down for all of us. Because quite frankly, TikTok lives can be a dumpster fucking fire. And
In
that's why I
social
haven't really
media.
done one yet because the
Hmm.
scrolling and the questions and the debates to me don't make any sense, especially right
Distractions.
now. Conversations about is cis a slur?
Hmm.
This discourse
Distraction.
all of a sudden popping up once again around cis black women and trans black women, and some cis black women saying trans black women are trying to take over womanhood. Then you got this whole discourse with the ashy podcasters, right, and the bro dudes who always want to bring up this idea of if I pay for a first date and I don't get no ass, then that means I was being used, right? Or is the black man getting put down because the black woman is putting up, right? What does any of that have to do with the fact that the motherfucking state is on fire? Like, what does that got to do with the goddamn thing? Okay,
Exactly.
fine. You don't like being called cis. I won't call you cis. But does not being called cis mean that you now have access to care that will actually see you as a full woman? Come on now. It's a distracting question.
Yes, it
But
is.
distracting questions are tools and strategies of power because it keeps you thinking you're actually doing something while actually not doing anything at all.
Preach,
It's
preach.
this idea of doing everything and nothing at the same time,
Hmm.
right? Because nothing actually changes to the structure itself. It actually gets reinforced
Woo.
because all of those conversations are different articulations
Yep.
of patriarchy,
Yep.
of whiteness, of Christianity, that all wrapped up together brings us an imperialistic state that
Yep.
allows the economic system of racial capitalism to maintain itself. And not only maintain, it gets touted. It actually gets support from those it is using and commodifying for its own end game. So then
Tell
this
it.
is how we get these concepts of excellence that are just nothing more than renderings of capitalism, but it's fed back to us as somehow blackness,
Hmm.
right? How is that helpful right now when the state is on fire?
Woo. Preach.
So I want you to ask yourself, if the questions you're asking or the questions you're engaging in, right, does it actually help move forward liberation or does it keep us in the same loops? Because these
Well,
conversations are not new. I
nope.
heard this shit back in the 90s. We got this shit back in the 80s.
80s.
These fucking movies like You People, right, are tools of power to keep us in these loops. Shift the questions, y'all,
Please.
and get to the answers that allow us to move forward and not
Listen.
backwards.
Listen.